Oba Femi just got pinned. Jesus Christ. Let's talk about it.
That son of a bitch! Why, Triple H? You son of a bitch! Why? Tell me why! Damn Triple H! Damn his soul! You son of a bitch!
Welcome back to the MVP's Lounge. I am your host, The King. And as always, thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. We're on the road to 1K, and I know we can get there. We just need a little bit more support. All right? You know what I'm saying? We like at I don't know. What the hell we at? 860? Yeah, we gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're slowly but surely growing. All right? So appreciate everybody that shows up and comments and says words into the atmosphere, okay? Because without you guys, there is no MVP's Lounge. I know that's the cliche thing people always say, and but it's the truth. Without the supporters, there is no channel. It's like you're just talking into a brick wall. So appreciate it. But now that all the house rules are out the way and all that stuff, let's jump straight into NXT No Mercy. All right. Now I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time here. What I mean by that is I don't want to spend time on stuff that you probably don't even care about, but I'm gonna still talk about it. You know, it wasn't a long show, only 6 matches. You know, spliced up correctly, no ads going crazy all over the place. You know, and shout out to Shawn Michaels. You know, he at least gets the idea of what you got to do for pay-per-view. But yeah, 6 matches. Nothing too crazy. We start out first with my boy Javon Evans against Josh Briggs. You know, they got their beef just all the way to the top, peak boiling point. So, hey, you know Javon, he gonna run hands, and he already had a match last night, apparently on SmackDown, that he lost because why not? You know, we just bring dudes up to the main roster to lose every time. But he had a match last night, and now he's had a match tonight. So the man's doing back-to-back work. He also cut a promo in a vignette for TNA as well. So Javon's doing a lot. He's doing a lot right now. But him and Briggs go crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Briggs low-key made a case during this match to win it. Because the amount of stuff this dude was doing to Javon, he was like, yo, nah, he ain't dead yet. But Javon don't die, man. He got a young spirit, a young heart, you know what I'm saying? And he's young himself. And he's got that heart, man. But that's pretty much what kept him alive throughout his match. Because Briggs is hitting him with clotheslines, boots, discus clotheslines from hell. Like it was getting out of hand. Choke slams. Hey man, Javon's resilient, bro. Javon is resilient. In the end, though, he tried to go for another choke slam. It got countered into a cutter, and then he went for his double springboard cutter through the air and got the win. So shouts out to the young OG. He's on to bigger and better things like Leon Slater for that X Division title. So that's going. I talked about that before. That match is about to be some legendary work that hasn't been seen in a minute. All right, so be on the lookout for that one. So shouts out to Javon. Josh Briggs, he's in a weird spot because the guy's talented. Let's not get anything misconstrued here. Josh Briggs is really talented in ring. He's got a move set for him. He's got high flying ability. He's got everything going for him. The only problem is that this dude has zero charisma and personality. So with that being said, they've tried to test things out. They tried getting them, promos to do, and they just don't hit. So get this guy a manager. JBL was assisting him in that amount of time. JBL was assisting him for that small little portion, and it just stopped. I don't know if JBL's interested in traveling or staying down there in Orlando, but hey man, this dude needs a manager, man. He needs one badly. So let's get to that. All right, let's get that fixed. Next match up. So here's the thing. Go back to this card real quick. It was supposed to be Sol Ruca and Laney Reed. Just ignore the Laney Reed part, but it was supposed to be Sol Ruca and a North American title shot with Laney Reed. But apparently, before the show, Laney Reed this name is terrible. Laney Reed was apparently not medically cleared for whatever reason. We don't know why she's dying. We don't got answers to this. So instead, Sol decided to do an open challenge for her speed title. Now, you see, kind of would have rather y'all did like an open challenge for the North American one. Doing it for the speed one is just kind of petty, especially when they sent out my girl Jaida Parker. Shout out to Miss Parker. They sent her out there for the speed gimmick, and it's like, yeah, it's like, all right, speed title. I mean, I guess they're making it a thing down there in NXT now, but it's like, Jesus Christ. But I guess who cares? So as you all know, speed matches, they go, what is it, like 5 minutes? So you have to win within 5 minutes, pretty much. So her and Sol Ruca, they have a pretty decent match. Sol Ruca had probably majority of the offense in this one, starting out. Like, she was full on, like almost Jaida Parker-esque showboating, stealing her LeBron movements, doing a whole bunch during this starting portion. And then, I mean, Jaida finally fires back and takes over late, but once she gets to the outside, she does hit Sol Ruca with the hypnotic, and instead of getting back in the ring to go pin her, she decides to get in the face of Zarya, and then she pushes Zarya in the face. And the Lash Legend comes out for some reason. We don't know where Lash Legend came from, but she just shows up. Then Lash Legend takes a spear from Zarya, and then by the time Jaida Parker gets back in the ring, she gets caught with a Soul Snatcher for her troubles, for wasting all that time. So that is GG's for her. Sol Ruca retains her speed title with 13 seconds remaining on the clock. It's unfortunate, mainly because Jaida Parker, she's been deserved the title at this point. There's somebody else on this card that also deserves the title, and we trust me, we're gonna get there, and it's kind of sad for her as well, but we'll get there when we get there. Overall, it was decent. I didn't really care for it, especially since it was just the speed title that was on the line. So yeah. See, now we get to the weaponized steel cage match with Jordynne Grace and Blake Monroe. Now, the problem with this match was that, you know, when you have a weaponized steel cage or anything involving violence, you know, the first thing that comes to mind for me is always gonna be like, all right, we're having a cage full of violence. Blake Monroe's dressed up like a Dudley. Okay, we got some ECW vibes. Got a lot of. I need to see some, you know, some blood. You know, you both have been feuding for a minute now. Both have been in this this gimmick since, like, what was it, Evolution? How far back was Evolution? I don't know how far back that was, but y'all been feuding back and forth, going crazy. Let's see, when was Evolution? Let's see here. Let's do a check. July 13th. July 13th is when she turned on her. So it's been a little over 2 months now since I've been doing this cat and mouse, run back and forth, attack, a bunch of stuff. So and you know, you already had your pay-per-view match where Blake Monroe won. And then now you're doing this. It's like, all right, well, sure, fine. Weaponized cage match. Let's do it. I just need you to bring the violence when you do it, okay? Bring the violence. And honestly, the only person I brought the violence here, the violence, it came from Blake, but like, I don't know what it is about Jordynne Grace. I don't know if it's because they had to change her style or something, but it felt like stuff was just not as physical as it should be, you know? Like, the finish of the match is Grace hitting Blake with a I forgot already what the hell it was. Was it a white noise? I can't remember. I feel like it was a white noise through the table. But it just, it's some stuff just, oh my god, like it just, maybe it's because I'm like, I watch AEW where they do the violence to like the peak of everything right now. So when I'm having to watch this, where I know Blake Monroe or Mariah May, when I know that she can like take things to the next level, but like she's like restricted by what WWE is going to show you, it's kind of unfortunate. And for Grace, I need Grace to, like, if Grace is going to be this juggernaut, I kind of need her to be like if you're really going to go beast mode as like part of her whole shtick, I kind of need her to actually go beast mode and start like berserking out. Like, I don't know. This match was like lacking a lot for me, from Grace specifically, not from Mariah May, but from Grace specifically. Yeah, but Grace ends up with the win. Where does it go from here? I mean, I assume now they're 1-1, so we're gonna get a third match at some point. I think we'll see. We will see. We can get to where are they at? Ethan Page and Tavion Heights. I'll be brutally honest about this one. I was no selling half this match. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you a little bit. I was no selling the hell out of this match. I don't know what the hell was happening. Maybe it's because that last match didn't like bring any hype to me, but this one I was just like, all right, Ethan Page wins. That's all you really need to know. Ethan Page retains his belt. Tavion, I don't know what they're gonna do with that guy. No way Jose him, probably. And then what's his face? El Hijo del Dr. Wagner shows up on screen and saying he's going to end up challenging Ethan Page at some point. So I guess we got to unfortunately see that match too. So keep that in mind, dear Lord, dear Lord. Before we get to the two double main events, Ava did have an announcement to make. And she pretty much confirmed that. Now, this part I liked, but I also didn't like. She pretty much confirmed that there will be a pay-per-view or a special show specifically for NXT and TNA called NXT Invasion. Well, it will be NXT versus TNA, and it's gonna be kind of like a Survivor Series kind of thing. You know, it's gonna pretty much have Team NXT versus Team TNA. It's gonna have, they're confirmed the Hardys will face off against who's tag champs right now? Dark State. Yeah, it's gonna be tag team against tag team, and a whole thing will be happening. So, and again, we already got a bunch of other stuff going on with other wrestlers already. You know, with Javon and Leon. So we'll see where most of the stuff goes down the line. On who ends up on which team, but next Tuesday they're going to build the teams on who goes where. But yeah, NXT Invasion. I'd rather you make it an actual invasion and not make it like a special show kind of thing. You know what I mean? You kind of get what I mean? Like where it's like you're not making it obvious that it's not really an invasion; it's just corroborating, you know, kind of thing. But hey, man, so be it. They already made it, so can't really complain over spilled milk. So. To go along with it. Speaking of spilled milk, my girl Lola Vice, I'm just gonna get straight to it. My girl Lola Vice lost tonight. It's real unfortunate, you know. We got rid of what's that chick's name? Fallon Henley already. Like she was trying to she pulled out the referee when Lola was about to win, and then the ref ejected her. And I was like, all right, let's see how this match goes and see how the finish is, and hopefully she doesn't lose. And Lola eventually ends up hitting wow, I almost called her something else. What the hell's her name? Jayne. She's hitting Jayne with the back fist, and Jayne also hit her with the rolling encore, but then Lola fell outside. So both women were down. One was in the ring down, which was Jayne, and Lola was on the outside down. And while the ref was checking up on Jayne, some some hooded figure showed up for some reason and pulled up and kneed the hell out of Lola Vice in the face. Just went stupid on her and then dipped. And I'm just like, yo, if the person has a hood on and they in a wrestling company, there's literally only one person that wears hoodies and pulls up the places and does that. Literally one person. Can you take a guess? Can you take a guess on who that might be?
Scream it with me, Cole! Jay Uso!
On USA, characters welcome.
You know what I'm saying? You get what I mean? Like, okay, it probably wasn't Jay. I mean, who knows? It could have been Jay Uso. But yeah, Lola eventually beats the count because she was about to get counted out. Gets back in the ring, and then catches a rolling encore for her troubles and loses. And it's very unfortunate. I don't know what kind of vendetta Shawn Michaels has against Jaida Parker and Lola Vice, but like the disrespect is just astronomically bad. Like, come on. Like, come on, be for real. Both of these women should have been held a belt by now. Like, let's be for real. Let's be for real. I don't know what they're doing, but they need to get everything like situated or something, because this is not it. Jacy Jayne still champion. You could have. Oh my god, it's whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Again, can't cry or spill milk. It's already gone. But you know what I can cry over? I can cry over the fact that Oba Femi has lost. Yep. That is the truth. That is the case. Oba Femi, man, just undefeated as NXT champion. And then he loses to Ricky Saints via 4 DDTs, one on the announce table, one on the outside, one in the ring, and then one off the ropes. Now, I know that they changed Ricky Saints' finisher into that rope-looking DDT thing that he was doing, and I already said it was disgusting already as it is. And I get it. These wrestlers are bigger than him, so he can't hit the Rochambeau on everybody. Perfectly understandable. But I did see him do a powerbomb on Oba in this match. Whether it was assisted from him being on the ropes or not, I'd rather you do that where like he's assisted on the ropes and he's in like the tree of woe, kind of halfway down, and like Ricky just picks him up and then hits the Rochambeau on him. Like, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Like, because I seeing the whole DDT thing, it was kind of like, all right, bro, like this don't look effective at all. Like, it's kind of looking kind of silly. And I thought Loki was gonna kick out, and then he didn't. And it's kind of tough. And unfortunate that it happened this way, but hey, tonight was the night of can't cry or spill milk kind of vibes. So Ricky Saints is now your new NXT World Champion. Wow. I did not see this coming at all, not even a little bit. So that means that Oba Femi will either do two things. He will actually three things. There's three things he could do. A, stay down here for a little longer and, you know, do the whole fight with TNA thing and then leave. B, immediately leave and go to SmackDown or Raw. Or C, stays in NXT to challenge for a rematch. Here's my thing on it. Y'all know my opinion on Triple H. I think Triple H is the worst booker to exist right now, especially when it comes to black males. So Oba Femi going up to Raw or SmackDown is not a good look whatsoever. Not even a little bit. So I'd prefer he stay. But if he doesn't want to stay, hey, that's his choice. Hey, he can go to either roster. And hey, look, if we're speaking on the truths, he immediately elevates everything in the room once he shows up. So competition is there, and utilize it, you know. You utilize everything you got. If you're going to get him, use him the way he's supposed to be used, as a beast. That's all I got to say about that. But thank you guys again for joining me today in the MVP's Lounge for a little bit of NXT No Mercy. How y'all feel about tonight's show? My overall opinions on tonight's show. Yeah, let me go to this real quick. Let's go back to this. Go back to this card that we got here. The hell is this card at? Card somewhere around here. There it is. So, you know, it's 6 matches, as pointed out. And the only one I really enjoyed was Jayne and Briggs. Yeah, well, I mean, the Lola one I kind of enjoyed. It's just I just wasn't a fan of the finish. So, you know, fine. Finish aside, if I just go by just the match in general, then I liked same thing with Oba and them. Yeah, I like 3 out of the 6 personally. 3 out of 6. The Oba and Ricky was a good match. I just hated that finish they had to do with the whole DDT thing. That was silly to me. So yeah, I like 3 out of the 6. The other 3, you can throw those in the chat GPT and redo those. But yeah, that is my take on that. I'll probably give the show a rating of if I'm going to be lenient on this one, if I'm going to be lenient, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 being lenient. If I wasn't being lenient, it'd be a 5. But I'm adding an extra point, be lenient, just because Sean didn't give me the BS of the ads everywhere and all this other stuff. It was like, all right, here's your show. You may get like one cutaway to something else, and that's it, and it cuts back. You know, so it wasn't nothing crazy. So, all right, leave your comments down in the bottom of the bum brains all over the place at this point. Just comment, like, subscribe, share. No, seriously, like, comment, subscribe, and share. All right. And if you didn't like it, you can dislike, subscribe, comment, and share. I mean, I don't know I don't know what else you want me to tell you. All right, Road to 1K still continues. AEW Collision, I'm gonna run that review tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get up early in the morning. Try, just because football will be on at 8:30. So, you know, I'm gonna try to get up early. We'll see how long it takes me to post this, but once I get up, I will record that and then post that. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for 2 more videos as well. AEW top 5 wrestlers that should be champion next, and also be on the lookout for what's up with wrestling fans? Why are they always complaining? So be on the lookout for those future videos, though. Future videos. So. But all right, done yapping. What should I close this out with? I got a lot of clips, but we'll close it out with a classic. If I can find the classic. There it is. All right. Peace.
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
Damn! He ain't gonna be a
MVPs.